So which of these places has been voted Chaviest Town of the Year? The answer is Croydon.
Yeah, Croydon, Chaviest Town of the Year 2008, my hometown. You're watching The Right Stuff with Ed Vasey MP, Carol Malone and our special guest, wicked comic Scott Capurro. Still to come, your thoughts on men who won't or can't grow up. Why do so many middle-aged men or older think they're Peter Pan? Have they never grown up, or are they just terrified of getting old? Is that why they're desperately trying to cling to the last vestiges of youth? Surely you can't blame them for that. 0207 173 5555. That's the number for your thoughts. Wouldn't you dump the missus for a younger model if one suddenly dropped at your feet? All the blokes in the audience going, yeah. First is the word chav, offensive to the working class, the white working class to be specific. According to the Oxford Dictionary of English, the word chav refers to a young, lower-class person prone to loutish behaviour who likes wearing designer labels. It's also a derivation from the Romany word for child. But the Fabian Society left-wing think tank says the word chav is, and I quote, a weapon of class hatred and should be banned. Decent people should tut-tut every time they hear it. Seriously, that is what they're suggesting. They say the word chav is sneering, patronising and dangerous. It represents the middle-class hatred of the working class, which is ironic because the last person I heard using the word was our floor manager, a man who's proud of his working-class roots. The Fabians point to a website called chavscum.com to illustrate their point, which is a shame, because chavscum.com no longer exists online and hasn't done for quite some time. Nice and up-to-date on that point, comrades. So, is chav offensive to the white working class? The Queen's English Society reckons it's no more offensive than words like yob or layabout. Carol?
Yeah, I knew you'd come to me on this. I think it's a very accurate description of people who wear bad clothes, frankly. I mean, I don't think it's... I read in one paper today that it was racist. I don't think it's the vaguest bit racist. I think...
Does it refer... First, I mean, there's two parts to this. Does it refer to working class?
No, I don't think it does. I think it refers to anyone who wears clothes badly. You know, to me, a chav is one of those people who thinks if they're wearing a label, they look fabulous and they don't have to do anything else. So if they stick a bit of Burberry on, or if they stick a bit of Versace on somewhere, they look fine. It's people to me who have no sense of style and no, it's not even no class, it's no sense of style, I think.
But it's definitely culturalist, though. It is saying that you are a lower form of person because you look and appear that way.
I think it says you're a bad dresser.
I don't think it's offensive. I mean, I think Julie Burchill said herself that some working class people wear it as a badge of honor, pretty much, at this point. And I think there are heroes in the chav community. I mean, what else can you call them? Social lepers or pond scum, or I don't know, Polish. I mean, what else do you call them, really? You just call them. Call them chav.
I think a chav can be someone who's made a lot of money and who still wears bad clothes.
Yeah, but you can still be working class and make a lot of money, can't you?
Well, you can.
As I said, there's two parts.
Does it refer to Chavy, but not David Beckham?
Does it refer to the white working class? Is it offensive? Those are the two things. It seems that we can't even agree on whether it refers to the working class.
I think that generally most people would say that it probably does.
I would go along with that too. I would go along with that too. I think we do. We identify it as being people from a certain social background.
People who don't know better, right? People who don't know how to behave properly.
That's
what you were just saying.
It
does. I think it does.
People
but
don't know how to dress properly.
But I mean, is it any different from, hoodie or slob or vulgar or whatever?
I think hoodie is a racist term, actually, because I think there is an impression or an intention that when you say hoodie, you're speaking of someone who's hiding from the rest of... who's basically darker skinned, I think, when you say hoodie.
No, I don't. I think of hoodies as being white yobs, actually.
Hoodie, I just think, is a generic term for teenager. It's a nasty way of referring to a teenager.
I think these terms, it is interesting to look at them and see how they... I think because I think it's a personal impression, it's your own...
But I mean, I do think. I mean, I think this whole report says more about the Fabian Society than it does. The Fabian Society is the leading think tank of the Labour Party. The economy is going down the tubes. Knife crime's rampant, and they're worried about the use of the word chav. And I think it says more about their white liberal middle class guilt than it does about the problems facing this.
I mean, usually they're kind of skinny and wearing tight jeans and kind of
a
bit desperate. I think it is. No,
Chavs wear shell suits.
No, but David Beckham's hot. And he's like the chav hero of all time.
No, I think Victoria's the chav.
Yes.
OK, I tell you what, I don't think anybody in the panel, myself included, knows what we're talking about. Let's throw it over to you. It's as I said, I think the two elements to it is, does chav refer to the white working class? And if it does, the next question is it offensive? Amy.
OK, we've got a lady who's 16. It's Anna on line 1.
Morning, Anna, did you say? Anna. Morning, Anna.
Hi, I'm from a working class background, and I'm in the northeast, so that's a particularly chavvy area. And I think it's really offensive that everyone assumes all people from working class backgrounds are chav.
Like you just did, you mean?
Pardon?
Like you just did. I come from a northern thing which is a really chavvy area. You just said it yourself. And then you said we shouldn't lump people together.
I'm sorry, I've made a mistake. I meant it's assumed as a particularly chavvy area.
Right.
But I just think that I'm sorry, I'm getting my head muddled. But I just think that if people assume something, it's like a prejudice that people assume you're going to be chavvy if you're working class, and that's just really far from the truth.
Anna, what does the word chav refer to? Does it refer to working class people?
No, well, from all around here, most people who are chav, it's this culture of being on the streets and drinking. And
right, OK, so
stuff
more...
like that.
So it's like a word like yob?
Yes, that's
right.
how...
OK, Anna, thank you for that. I want to get one more in very quickly if we can before the break.
Patrick on line 2.
Patrick, good morning.
Hello there.
Hi there. So who does chav refer to?
Well, as I said to the lady on the phone, when I was young, before things got labelled and categorised and things like that, a chav was exactly the same as saying, hello, mate, hello, pal. You'd go, all right, chav, how are you?
Right.
You know, and all of a sudden, things get labelled and it's politically incorrect and it's bad and all this, and it just seems silly to me.
Yeah. Do you know what, Patrick? Seems pretty silly to me, and I think Ed and Carol, Scott, you've no idea what we're talking about, have you?
No, I was just thinking that there are terms that you can embrace. I mean, maybe the chav community has embraced it the way that, I mean, gay men call themselves, you know, oh, you big homo. It's just something that you refer to one another in a friendly way. I mean, the Scottish have several terms we can't even use on this TV show.
OK, listen, I've got to take a break, or we really will lose our jobs. Thank you very much for the last call there, Patrick. After the ads, your thoughts on men who can't or won't grow up, those who carry on like irresponsible teenagers while in their 50s or 60s. Do these guys think they're Peter Pan? Can you blame them for dumping the wife and getting it on with a younger model? You've only got one life after all, so you've got to make the most of it, right? 0207 173 5555 is the number for your thoughts and for your experiences. Have men always been like this, acting like overgrown schoolboys, desperately trying to stay looking and feeling young? Or is it a relatively new phenomenon? Your thoughts on men who won't grow up after the ads.
Which of these is a symptom of male midlife crisis? Is it buying a fast motorbike, leaving your wife, or getting a hair transplant?